Hey guys, welcome back, and in the last section we have created a door, and in this video we will first of all create the door light. So we need to add a point light over here which will resemble a lightning from a bulb, and another thing that we will do is to add bushes on the screen over here. So let's create the door light first. So we'll create another component for that. Let's name it door light, and it will return a point light. We will provide the intensity of 1 and a color of this, and let's give it a position. So you can calculate the values for something above the door, but I will just copy that from my previous project. So alright, so we provide 0 for x-axis, and in the y-axis it is 2.2, so it is right above the door over here, and in the z-axis we pushed it toward 2.7, so 2 is the 2 will push it toward the wall, and 0.7 will just slightly push it away from the wall. So yeah, and another thing that we need to provide is the, where is it, over here. So another thing that we need to provide is the range, after which the light will just diffuse away, and it is provided using the distance parameter, and we will set it to 10. Let's use the door light inside our canvas to see how it looks. And yeah, it actually added a light over here. Perfect. So yeah, to see the lightning effect more clearly, we can disable the intensity for the directional light to have a dark theme, and yeah, we can see the light is appearing over here. Perfect. So I will just reset the intensity back, and we will remove the intensity later on when we do the dark theming, and we will it has some other steps as well to set the background to dark mode as well. So all of these dark theming effect we will consider it in a separate video. So for now I will just reset this back to intensity of 1.2. Alright, and yeah, that's it for the door light, and now we can create our bushes. So for bushes we need to create a function. Let's name it bush, and it will receive props. Here we will return a mesh, and we will design the bushes using a sphere geometry, and it will receive the props. Let's provide it 1, and let me just check the arguments for sphere geometry. Alright, so the first one is the radius, and the second and third one are the width and height segments. So let me just provide a radius of 1. Let's keep the width and height segment to 16, and let's use a mesh standard material as usual and provide a color of this, so it's slightly a light green. And as we want to position 4 bushes over here, 2 on the left side and 2 on the right side with different scale, that's why we need to delegate those properties to the parent component or to the props. So we can destructure the props over here, so anything that is passed on to the component props will be provided to the mesh. That way we can provide the mesh properties outside the component. So we can use the bush inside our canvas component and provide different values. So we want to have 4 bushes, and by default they will appear on the center of the screen. What we need to do is to provide position attribute and scale attribute. So right now I will just copy those values from my previous project, and you can tweak those values accordingly. Alright, and we will use a scale of 0.5, 0.5 and 0.5 for the first bush, and it should appear somewhere over here. Yeah, perfect. For another bush, we will provide the position somewhere near to the first bush, and the scale should be slightly lower than the previous one. That is 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, and it should appear somewhere over here. Same goes for the bushes on the left side, so we need to just replicate the same parameters on the left. So you can pause the video and just copy these values if you want to lay them down over here, or you can just tweak them afterwards. So yeah, this looks cool now, and by now we have set up the bushes and the door light, and in the following video we will add the graves and the dark theme to our scene. I hope this helps, and thank you for watching.